Hello, YouTube. Lego PC bringing you guys another video. This is going to be more of a blog style video. It might be a little bit longer. We're going to be doing a little bit of talking. First off, you guys haven't seen me in a while. I'm getting over the flu and a double ear infection right now, so bear with me. I probably look like shit and haven't been able to do anything really. Come home from work, sleep, and pretty much rinse and repeat. So if I have to blow my nose a few times during the video or whatever, I apologize in advance. That's the reason you haven't seen anything. This is going to be a blog vlog with a little bit of reviews. We're going to talk about the Tugboat today. We're going to talk a little bit about the IPv2. I'm not going to give you my full review yet because I've only had it for about a week and a half. I'm waiting a little bit longer, see if any bugs appear or anything like that. I do have it with me somewhere. Yeah, right here. Let's see what I got on here. I got the Veritas, some 50/50 juice, blowing like a champ. Ooh, get out of the camera. I will say, if you guys have seen PB Basardo's review on this, I love Basardo to death. I'm going to show you right now I don't have any of the problems that he had, except the touch button does go off if you put some liquid on it, so you do need to watch out. I dripped juice and was taking the vial away and it fell onto there and all of a sudden started going off. I was like, oh shit. So it does drip, but you can see I have no issues with the battery door, no lip, none of that, the problems he was talking about, no glue, and no, I haven't cleaned it or anything. There's just all the problems that he had, I didn't get any of them. So it is what it is. No problems with the battery. I don't know what happened on his. He just got a shitty one, I guess. I don't know. Battery life, I haven't gone to 50 watts yet. This is at 33 watts, and that's too much for me, especially because my lungs are bad as it is now. Excuse me. For those who don't know, I had pneumonia. This is actually what inspired me to go to vaping. Was I had pneumonia that almost killed me probably about 2 years ago. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. And I had put it off, was smoking cigarettes still. And finally on the third day in bed after I went home from work, I went to work 2 days. The second day it was so bad that they literally, it was an overnight, they told me just to get the hell out of there. So I got home and it was in bed for 3 days. And on the third day, it was to the point where, alright, I gotta go to the doctor. So, and I refuse to go to the doctor. I believe in letting my immune system do it for me. So unless I'm dying, I don't go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor and they said, listen, you gotta go to the ER. I can't even do anything for you right here. So hooked me up to a breathing machine. I had x-rays, all sorts of shit. And, long story short, thank God I had gone to the doctor, because had I not gone within 24 hours, I'd probably be dead. So after that, of course, 2 weeks later I was smoking. So I had problems breathing at night and whatnot. So I decided, it was time to make the switch. So that's what inspired me. By the way, it'll be a year this month. So probably the end of August will be a year of vaping. And of course, that's changed my life. I mean, straight up, I can breathe at night. No issues, don't wake up and heaving at night, The wife likes that. I used to be raspy all the way through until I fell asleep. So, we started at 24 milligrams and now we're down to 6. I did make a mistake. I just ordered a huge shipment of Velvet Cloud and I ordered them all in 12. It's alright, we're going to rebuild some single coils today and we're going to keep them at a high ohms so that way the 12 doesn't completely destroy me. When you lung hit 12, it's not a good idea. I'd throw it in my K-foam, but it's 100% VG, and that's not going to work either. So, anyways, the lung hits right now are a little strong for me, even 6 milligrams strong because of me being sick. I thought I had pneumonia again. I was freaking out, but I've gotten over it. I've gotten better. But I'm going through the discharge phase, which means I can't taste shit. Which means I've got 7 new bottles there and another 6 new bottles here, but I can't taste any of it. So it kind of sucks. It is what it is. I haven't vaped that much this last couple days, but Yeah, it is what it is. But this guy kicks ass. Let's go on record and say, I'm sorry, Basardo. I don't have any of the problems you had. It sucks, man. I've been talking to him on YouTube, and I feel bad. People want to down review the IPv2. That's fine. It doesn't faze me. I didn't make the product, but it just sucks that he got such a shitty unit. Now a lot of people might not buy it because he got one shitty fucking unit. So it sucks. It is what it is. But what are you gonna do? Put the box for the IPv2 out of here. So anyways, we're gonna rebuild a tugboat today. We're gonna talk about the tugboat. We're gonna put a single coil in it. We're gonna try to. We might drip some 12 milligram. We'll see. It might be too strong. I'm thinking. I tried the 12 milligram in the Zenith, and there's just too much airflow in there. Was not working right there at all whatsoever. So I was gonna do a craft vapery review because I got a whole bunch of new juice line in. Tasty Cloud, Vaping Goods, a brand new line they're carrying. Royal Vapor, I believe, is a new one they're carrying. I haven't seen DNA yet, so that also might be a new line. They just got like 15 new vendors in the last month, so this one actually I tasted just before I got sick. It was actually really, really good. Not really a key lime guy, but yeah, so no review on that, guys. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to wait till I can actually taste something again. It might be another week or so. So what we're going to do is take a look at the Tugboat clone. If you guys saw my preview, you saw that a lot of the issues that the real one has, this one doesn't have. Oh, I just realized this nozzle's in the way. Let's get that out of the way. They fixed a lot of it, so it doesn't leak on me. It sits flush in all my addies. I've got it in the canna right now, mostly because I don't really want to go too high a wattage, like I said. I'm going to try to drip at a lower resistance here, so we're probably going to build it a single coil with some 26 gauge. I think we're going to look at like 10 wraps probably, so it's a nice big fat coil. We can get a lot of flavor out of it, and maybe I'll taste something. I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out. And the other purpose would be, I think a lot of people have been using their box mods wrong. The whole point of these box mods is not to build a 0.3 coil and crank it up to 30 watts. The whole point of these box mods is you can build a 1-ohm coil and still get 30 watts. So you can build a coil with a high resistance on it and get the flavor even better than what you would get 30 watts on a mech mod, a Pegasus or a Nemesis or a Stingray or whatever you have. So, God, I sound really bland. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna kill it. We're gonna go through this review. We're gonna chit chat. We're gonna do it anyways. While I build this coil, I'm gonna. By the way, I think this is a 5/64. Let's see. 3/32 drill bit. While we're talking about this, guys, I was thinking on the way home what I'm gonna write the FDA, because I'm going to write my statement today. And to be honest with you, a lot of things came to mind. Of course, the pneumonia story, because that hits home for me. Of course, not all of you have that situation, but honestly, I don't understand how you can try to regulate something that has been proven to be healthier. And the big fight from the FDA right now is they don't know the long-term effects, which they're right. Nobody knows the long-term effects. However, I don't care what the long-term effects are because I know what the long-term effects are of smoking, and I've seen it. And having my own situations come into play in the first 10 years of smoking, I don't need a long-term test to tell me what I've already experienced. Shitty coil, but it'll work. What I'm going to write the FDA is, I'll tell you this, I don't know what the long-term effects are, but in my 1 year of vaping, I've saved money, even with all the shit I have here. I've got $1,000 worth of random equipment here. I have improved my life I can sleep now with no problems. We had my blood taken a couple months ago, and healthy as a horse. Body fat percentage is still below 14%. All my blood tests came back positive. They actually told me I need to eat a little more fat. Didn't have enough fat in my system, so I've been maxing out on some peanut butter. Yeah, I don't. The pushback is we don't know the long-term effects, but you know what? The short-term effects are being fucking awesome. So I don't give a shit what the long-term effects are. And no, we're not going to hold back e-cigarettes for 20 years because then we'll have a long-term effect trial. Fuck that. Alright? Listen, I'm not going to smoke cigarettes for 20 years until you figure out if e-cigarettes are safe. Sorry, it's not going to happen. So, fuck the FDA. Fuck you idiots who think that e-cigs are the goddamn devil. You know what? You don't like it? Don't do it. I didn't force you to do it. There ain't nobody forcing you to quit your cigarettes. My wife still smokes. My wife, well, soon to be wife, in the next month here, she will use her e-cig in the house every once in a while. But she still smokes. She smokes ultralights, and she smokes them probably 6 to 8 a day. And I hate it. But you know what? I can't control people. Nobody can control people. And that's what the FDA is trying to do. And in my opinion, you can't control human beings. I mean, they are going to do what they want to do, and you have to let them do what they want to do. This is supposed to be a free country, and we're trying to save lives here. And unfortunately, everything's based on politics in this world. And that's what it's come down to, is manufacturers are losing a lot of money. Tobacco companies are losing a lot of money, and now they're pissed. And that's why you've seen Marlboro enter the game, which, by the way, I should go get it. The wife went and got that free Marlboro e-cig with the 4-way air draw. It's supposed to kick ass. Fucking sucks. She wouldn't even vape out of it. She's like, this is fucking terrible. Their imitation cigarette is probably one of the worst things I've ever tasted in my life. It basically tasted like dirt. It's probably the best thing I could say. And it was awful. It was fucking awful. How anybody could possibly enjoy that, I don't know. But, yeah, that's just me. So now it just sits on the counter. I told her she could have taken it to an e-cig shop, and they were giving away egos if you brought in your coupon for it. So, you know, to each his own. That's what I would have done. It's actually pretty cool. They just opened up an e-cig shop in Lockport, Illinois, and I'm hearing they're actually pretty cool. They got some really good juice there, nice juice bar. So, power to them. Vape Cabin. Doubt you guys are on YouTube. Doubt you guys will ever see this, but you know, shout out. I wish I could own or operate a store, but unfortunately I don't got the money for that. So, anyways, while I've been talking, you've been listening to me talk. We've thrown out a 10 wrap 26 gauge coil on there, pretty centered. Let's warm it up, see what it looks like. Well, we're locked. Okay. Damn, we hit that on the spot. 1 ohm. 1 ohm on the dot. Pretty cool. So we're going to pop it up to just 20 watts. We'll see how he heats. Not bad. Not bad at all. Why is it on the canna? It's on the canna because I can. And, you know, once you get a few good box mods, I just find myself reaching for them and not the mechs anymore. I know it's kind of messed up, especially since I do have a lot of mechs, but I've been using the Heimdall a little bit and the Pegasus a little bit, but other than that, that's really about it. I've been using my mech mods even when I'm home primarily, just because it's just so much more convenient, you know? Oh, I'm running low on battery and I'm next to my laptop, plug it in. Why not? So the Tugboat, you guys have probably seen a million reviews on. It's a 3-post basic design. It's got a hell of a drip well. Now, here's the issue with the drip well. And I'm going to show you it once I crank up the wattage a little bit. We are at 30 watts. There you go, now she's glowing. Okay. This drip well is really, really big, but there's a problem with it. I'm going to show you. The problem is, let's see, can we get that in camera? We're going to zoom in a little bit. The problem with the drip well is it sits and is cupped up to right where the coil is. Okay? So what you're going to see the problem is the wick is going to drop down and sit in that juice well. Let me see if I can point this out. There we go. So the wick is going to sit down in this juice well right here, which is great, awesome, fantastic, okay? The problem being is your coil's way up here because it needs, the airflow is going to end up being right here. Perfect, you know, you want it a little above the airflow holes. The only problem is you're going to get a lot of dry hits because this is going to be filled, and because cotton's not going to absorb this in the amount of time that you're dripping and, you know, maybe chain vaping, is you're going to get a lot of dry hits and a lot of loose juice down here doing absolutely nothing. So that's the downside to this giant juice well. Back out. This juice well doesn't do this actual addy justice. So, I mean, it is what it is. Again, it's cool that the juice well is really, really big. So we're glowing 30 watts. At a 1 ohm coil. I'll show you, just in case you don't believe me. Okay. So we'll let that cool down a second. Not the prettiest coil in the world, but we got it pretty centered. And I think it's going to put out pretty well. We might even try doing some... Do I have any juice? Oh, so real quick. So we can't do a craft vapery, but review, just because it wouldn't be fair to taste test juice that I can't taste. But we can show you real quick the new thing they're doing. They're sending out all these cool stickers, like I got DNA sticker, Tasty Cloud sticker, Vape Good stickers. I don't know where the hell I'm going to put these, but they're pretty cool. But they send out these cards now. And they're basically the juice that you received. And then they tell you what kind of PG they are, what their flavor descriptions are. All the different stuff on them. Very, very cool. When they were formed, where they're from. I mean, just very cool stuff. I saw this and I was like, it's kind of badass. I can go through and be like, oh, that's 55% VG. That's 55%. That's a 50-50. And that's a 65-35. So it's like, oh, okay, so this one would probably be the best for the lungs. You know, not a lot of PG. You know, when was it made? July. This one was made in July, so it's probably not super steeped, but you know, hey, it's probably good. I mean, this key lime was made in jeez, I can't fucking speak. It was made in December of 2013. It's a long time. So it's pretty cool. You can look at that and kind of get a flavor profile fully of your juice, which is something Craft Vapery does really, really well. It's why I'm still subscribed to them. Where Zotis is kind of just like, here's your juice. I will say the customer service on Zotis is phenomenal. They were really cool. Took all my opinions down, and then they wanted to know what my review was. They asked about my YouTube. They wanted to know what was going on. Did I plan on doing more reviews? You know, etc. So really, really cool people. I was a huge fan. Customer service goes a long way, and I know that because I'm in the world of retail. So it'll make a huge difference, and it'll basically make or break you, to be honest with you. I mean, that's probably why Craft Vapory's come so far. So very cool stuff. So we've got it filled up there with cotton. Question is, do we end up trying a VG heavy juice at 12 milligrams, or do we end up trying a... Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the Tugboat is drilled to 3/32 drip, I believe. Let me double check that. Yeah, pretty damn close. So it's about a little smaller than a 332nd. This thing is very airy in my opinion. I think it's plenty of airflow. You don't need any more airflow than that. So I know I'm going to get a lot of throat hits out of this. I have 100% VG moo juice, but I think it's 12 milligrams. It is 12 milligrams. I don't know how that's going to hit. Alright, you know what we're going to do? Blackout City. 6 milligrams. I think these are like 65-35. So we're going to try it out. Fuck it. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Now Bombies doesn't tell you what VG their juice line is, but it's got to be a relatively higher VG because it is a pretty thick liquid. And if you compare it to other 50/50s, your clouds are definitely thicker and denser. So I would assume it's like a 65-35 or a 60-40, somewhere around there. He maintains great flavor while getting that VG in there, and that's why they're so good, because not a lot of companies can do that. The only downside to VG is you'd really got to steep it, unfortunately. Okay, so we're going to get a ton of airflow on this because, like I said, this is a dual coil. If you guys know anything about the Tugboat, this is a dual coil. It's not made to build single coils. But we're going to try it anyways and see how it hits. We'll put the airflow a little to the side of the coil just because we are going to get so much airflow. Let's give it a shot. So it's funny, I can't really give you a description of the flavor because I can't taste it. It's like a berry menthol maybe. It's definitely a menthol. I can get the real cooling sensation in my throat, which actually is really good when you're sick. It's really good. So, this is just a lesson to be told to everybody real quick. This is a 1 ohm coil on a 30 watt device. Okay, doing 30 watts, so we're firing at 5.6 volts. Okay? You'll be like, oh, you can't cloud chase with that. There's no way, right? And we're vaping like probably a 60-40, so this isn't even 100% VG. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm not even going to take a big lung hit because I just can't right now. Let's try it one more time. So, when people tell me that their DNA devices can't do anything, you're full of shit. So, yeah, Tugboat. You're going to tell me that this is not a cloud chasing device. You're wrong. There's a lot of airflow in this device. Hits great, works phenomenal, fits flush in the cannon, which is awesome. Overall, I think it's for $14 in Vaptasia's eBay, and you can get the black one for $16. It's a fucking steal. This device is awesome. It still gives pretty damn good flavor. God, the drip tip's dirty. I wouldn't say it's the best flavor, or I would say it's pretty good flavor, but it produces really good clouds. If there is no mouth to lung in this, in my opinion, I think it's going to be more of just a lung hit. You can mouth hit it, I guess, but it's not exactly the best. It's more of a magma style for the mouth hit. This is going to be a pure lung hit. But yeah, it's a great little Addy. Jeez, it's circling around the room and coming back. But yeah, give it a shot. If you are looking for a new cloudy Addy, you're looking for a new lung hitter, this is what you're looking for. That's the Tugboat. Overall, I give it an 8.5 out of 10, especially for the price. The price is a win. Vaptasia on eBay is selling these for $14.95, I believe, with free shipping. So check that out. that's all I really got for you guys. We'll do a craft vapor video. I'm going to go lay down, and hopefully we feel a little bit better. We'll be able to actually do a video and actually talk about some juices and stuff like that soon. Stay tuned. IPv2 is coming soon. That's all I got for you guys. As always, Lego PC. Peace.